Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday, the 10th of January. Hope everybody's had a nice start to the year. Our first full week of trading's done. This is our weekly recap. This goes out to all my subscribers, as well as everyone who follows me on my email list at YouTube. If you're interested in learning more about me, please check out my website, smartoptiontrading.com. Right now, I'm offering a special offer. If you click on Mike's 2020 Outlook, we talk about 15 names, a market outlook, and 15 names I think can outperform this year. You come over here and buy this for $99, and I'll email it out to you shortly afterwards. So if you haven't received it in your email, please send me a direct message on Twitter. That means for some reason it might be stuck in your spam folder, or you have a different email address on PayPal versus what you're using. All right, so let's go to it today, right? This week that was in the markets, and if we go to the SPY, it was a very, very wild week this week. And, we dealt with the whole Iran mess and the back and forth. And what you notice here is every dip was bought, right? They kept buying the dips. You remember the other day we were down here. On this day, we were down 400, and we popped to a new all-time high, right, on the market. Then we got a little follow-through yesterday. But really what started happening is after Wednesday, Thursday, and today, we gapped up both days, and the markets really just didn't go anywhere. We lost our momentum. On the 3 days previous where we had gapped down and come back, we got these nice action to play in the markets. There was a lot going on. They wanted to buy the markets. They were very aggressive in it. And up here, they didn't want anything to do with the market. Now, we're going into next week. We had non-farm payroll today. The numbers were a little light, which is probably what the market wants. They didn't want a hot number. We have earnings season kicks into high gear next week, or the banks are coming in, and the markets have just run a ton. And markets have run a lot since back here in October. Big move up, right? Still above the 8-day. Haven't even touched the 8-day yet. So you can see this. While this feels bad today, it's really been a kind of a meh day. Just not a lot going on here, and it was a day to not overtrade, or to be more careful, or people in puts. So, bottom line here is it was just a time to be careful. When you look at charts and stuff, and you look at what's going on out in the marketplace, and we'll just open some of these up, we saw a little bit of topping type candles developing out there today, little signs of reversal candles. So first off, NVIDIA's up. NVIDIA gave a reversal. I lost a little bit of money on NVIDIA today. I tried to buy it on the open. It shot up, and it quickly reversed and came back down. I got out of my calls and took a little bit of a loss. That happens, right? Okay, NVIDIA showing some tired, big type reversal candle here. 2 big upgrades today, and it couldn't hold it. That's a little bit warning sign, right? Apple had another point increase today. It's struggling to hold it, though not falling apart. Look how far it is off the 8-day. It's all the way down. It's $10 above the 8-day. It's a little extended here. It's in rarefied air, right? Not saying that it's over. It's saying it probably needs to rest, relax, and let the 8-day catch up. It's generally stayed close to it. Now it's not so close to it. What else? Google had another upgrade today. It struggled to get going, although it's still holding in better. Look at it riding well above the 8-day. Here's your blue line, right? You can see here it's out of the Bollinger Band. It's strong. This has been one of the stronger names. It was a nice trade on me for earlier in this week. All right, so we're seeing some of these names showing some tired signs. So the semis in general, AMD gave a nice couple trades this week, but can't hold in here. Micron is struggling to hold in as well. Had that big move almost back to the 8-day here. Can't get any follow through. Xlink, which had a nice move earlier yesterday, couldn't hold it. Made a nice trade on it yesterday. Couldn't hold it here. Back to the 8-day on a downgrade. It got downgraded by, I think it was Bank of America and Citigroup. Both came in and put a downgrade on it, but still above the 8-day. And long term, it looks okay. What really looked good today was some of the flow in some names. Apple, for instance, they hit a huge multi-million-dollar sweep into the April 340 calls. So, looking for a move there. Baidu, one of my names on my outperform list, hint, you guys can pick that up. We talked about that. Here, they were all over these March 165 calls, which I'm in. Nice move here in that one. So there are definitely names acting better out there, things starting to wake up. Just a lot of names that we want to see go couldn't. Square had a nice trade this week, a big wake up and move. Today you got a topping candle, couldn't hold its gains here, came back in. I'm looking to start a longer term position here. We saw that Roku continues to be weak. Just can't quite find where it's going at this point. Just acting weak, can't quite get out of its own way. If it loses this area, it could really come in. Tesla provided multiple trades this week. I made nice money on it earlier this week, lost a tiny little bit on it today, tried to get it again to go, and it wasn't ready, even though it had an upgrade, a point increase today, couldn't go. Hasn't even hit the 8-day yet, so it shows you just how strong it is. Again, this name has doubled in price from all the way back in the last 3 months. I mean, that's just an incredibly huge move up in this name. So, things are just tired. Things need to rest, and that's what happens. Next week, we get into the banks report. We get Goldman Sachs, we get JP Morgan, right? These are going to show us the health of the market on the banks, how they react here to these earnings reports. Typically, banks don't hold the earnings, they sell off on the initial report and then they tend to buy them back throughout the day. The next day, we'll be watching to see if that happens here. And we'll go from there. So bottom line, it was an interesting week. It was a good start to the year for me, and I hope for all of you as well. There was a lot of different things to do, but today was a day to take it easy and say, hey, I'm going to chill out. I'm going to be more careful, and I'm going to let things develop. And sometimes you just have to take that into account. So going into next weekend, I have my hedge in place still. I still have my VXX February 18 calls, which are red, but that's okay. They're hedged. They're meant to be red. If they're red and the account's at an all-time high, which it is, it's a good thing. I have my Baidu calls, and that's all I'm going to go home with at this point, with about 40 minutes to go in the market today. So I want to wish all of you a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to everybody seeing you guys again on Monday. I'll post charts on Sunday afternoon. Have a good weekend, guys.